We are back with a new video, and we are going to talk about the hot topic between Giyu Tomioka, the Water Hashira, and Rengoku Kyojuro, the Flame Hashira. The fact you all think I hate Giyu is ridiculous, because I know I downplay him a lot, but honestly his feats aren't that great when you look at the Akaza fight, despite him awakening the mark. This video will be split in different sections. We'll do a little bit of Giyu scaling, since I already did a massive scale on Giyu a lot before, and a Rengoku scaling, which will be quite in-depth, and I'll try and explain everything as good as I can, and might do some Akaza scaling depending on how we need to calibrate the feats between the two. One thing I want to cover is that Giyu never unlocked Transparent World, which could be a way to defeat Akaza, but somewhat similar would be Tanjiro unlocking Selfless State, which is the perfect counter to Akaza. I say perfect counter because Akaza can't sense Tanjiro, and he'd seen before that Akaza can even sense Battle Spirit in young children, or babies that cry. And since Giyu couldn't really kill Akaza, this was basically a battle of stamina, which Akaza clearly dominates in, since he hasn't shown to be tired once. Before we bring Dead Calm into this, we need to understand Dead Calm was still bypassed by Akaza when he became a bit more serious. This could mean that he adapted to the Dead Calm and managed to bypass it via his own memory or something, but I don't know. Hashira training arc, we can see Giyu using 7th form of water breathing, which blocked Sanemi's attack, but this one is weaker than Dead Calm via the fact Akaza was probably trying more, and the sparring match indicates that Sanemi was heavily holding back. When we see Giyu use 10th form of water breathing, he was heavily damaged when Akaza tried to use some sort of way to block it. The only damage Giyu managed to land there was a cut to the neck, which was quite shallow in comparison to the other attacks he tried. And Akaza uses Chaotic Afterglow against Tanjiro and Giyu. This attack was mainly targeted at Tanjiro, and Giyu got hit with it and almost died, basically. Not even Lull or Dead Calm could stop it. He stated this himself, by the way. Now we can focus on Rengoku scaling. This will be kind of easy to do, since there's plenty of statements and feats showing Rengoku's power. Despite the fact this fight is only 2 chapters long, we can still come to the many conclusions. In the beginning of the fight alone, we can easily see Akaza doesn't doubt Rengoku's strength at all, stating he has high battle spirit compared to Giyu, which had 0 battle spirit. As we can see with Rengoku here, he is able to compete with Akaza via the first form of flame breathing, which is assumed to be the weaker out of all the forms. In that clash alone, he was able to not take any damage, which shows he performed better than Giyu, since Giyu took damage using the most offensive form of water breathing he had in his arsenal. We immediately also know that Rengoku has better battle intelligence. He may not have created a form like Giyu, but he was able to figure out Akaza's compass needle by getting into the range of that compass. After some clashing, Rengoku was able to harm Akaza near the chest, but the cut he made was better than Giyu's, since it was a bigger area of effect and it was more deeper than the shallow cut Giyu did on his neck. And before you bring up the argument Akaza toyed with Rengoku, that was only partly at the beginning of the fight. At the end of the fight he tried to stop him because he knew how much of a threat he was. Now, in order to compare the feats between the two, we're going to need to figure out how Akaza's compass needle works. And this should be quite easy to understand, by the way. To understand the compass needle, think about it like this. You have a regular compass needle facing north, which is magnetized, and it always faces north. And think of the way person that the compass is pointing to is the one that has battle spirit. This is how the compass needle works. It's a magnet, able to make contact with the battle spirit. This technique also gives Akaza 360 sensory, which is able to feel anywhere for battle spirit. Since Rengoku had more battle spirit than Giyu, we can argue that Akaza's attacks here when he used compass needle was more accurate and faster with his attack speed. Now to end this debate, we're going to see how the fight would go between the two of them. My opinion, Rengoku would have a speed, strength and AP advantage here, since with his death amp, he was able to heavily cut Akaza's neck, and Akaza was trying more in the fight, so you can argue that Rengoku's AP or physical strength was able to do more than Giyu's. The major win con here is Giyu's defense, since Dead Calm and Lull can do a lot in this fight, but as I said before, Dead Calm can be bypassed, since Akaza was able to, and this was a weakened Akaza, so why wouldn't Rengoku do it? Hopefully this video shows Rengoku slams Giyu in terms of Akaza feats, that is. If we bring up the Muzan feats, then Giyu would technically win, because he scales higher in that fight. But sorry I didn't really go into much depth in this video, I wasn't really feeling it today, and I'll see you guys for the next one.